Hello, 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 and welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So today we're going to do the quest Small Business, Big Dreams. I guess it's the thing of most streamers. It's like we're, in a sense, owning, operating our own small little business, and we all have big dreams of what we're going to achieve with it. Doesn't mean that that's actually what's going to happen, but well, that's where we're all at. So let's get on with it here. Magina seems inordinately eager to speak with you. Illusion Fox, welcome, welcome. I'm Magina, assistant shopkeeper and apprentice seamstress here at Taru's boutique. I doubt you remember my face, as I am merely one of many who owe you our lives, but you will always have my gratitude for saving me that day on Eblin Rhyme. You are too kind, and while I hate to ask aught more of you, please say that you're here to assist in Mr. Taru's new endeavor. Not yet, but she soon shall be. Whatever would we do without our penchant for turning up precisely when you're needed, eh? Now, to make the long story of our solvency short, we've secured the resources to produce the new designs and develop in cooperation with guilds near and far, and in sufficient quantity to meet rising demand. We cannot rest on our laurels, however. To serve passing adventurers and the occasional intrepid Charlian is all well and good, but we're hardly taking the world by storm. No. Much like yourself, we must ever look to new horizons. The science proved that cooperation on a star-wide scale is possible, and we would be fools not to capitalize on that to build the greatest trade network in the history of Heidelin. All for the greater good, of course. Yes, this is a wonderful opportunity to bring people together. I often think back to that incredible moment when the Garlean army came to our rescue. Perhaps our efforts too will one day lead to a miracle like that which took place on the Eblin Rhyme. I have no doubt that they shall, but we mustn't expect such alliances to form themselves. We must be proactive, and who better to woo our future partners in commerce than our current #1 customer, you? Our erstwhile commerce and arms know that when it comes to good equipment and better ideas, few have such keen eyes as our adventurer extraordinaire. Even should they hesitate at first, I'm certain you can convince them using the samples I've prepared. But of course, with your assistance, we'll have both coin and goodwill flowing in no time. Everything is falling into place. Where shall we send Illusion first? Don't you worry, I have it all planned out. First, Limsa, Sigurd the Bloody Executioner is working harder than ever, so he's sure to appreciate any extra supplies. Next, Redania, the Seed Seer, is our source of trusted authority and insight into the Shroud, so we'd not go amiss in cultivating the investment of, say, Arun Senna. His insular station has likely given him a little opportunity for dealings outside of Redania in the past, so you want to leverage that ill-starred contingent camaraderie to assure him of the value of our venture. As for Oda, I feel confident pinning our hopes on Pippin. He's always been a stalwart ally, and it goes without saying that he has more than a little sway in the Sultanate. Between his involvement with the Immortal Flames, the Syndicate, and the Colosseum, he's bound to find a use for quality accoutrement. With that out of the way, Magina, would you do the honors? Never let it be said that Taru is stingy with her samples. Now, if you make your way to Limsa Minsa and climb aboard the Astalicia, I'm certain someone will point you in Sicker's direction. I have my own avenues of inquiry to attend to, but I'll check in periodically to see how your journey is coming along. Let's get to it. Okay. So where I'm going to Limsa Minsa. Why am I walking? I can't walk there. I mean, I could certainly try. It wouldn't go anywhere, but I could certainly try. Fisherman's Guild. Hi, Eric Nizia. What do you want? Long as it's not about another bloody apocalypse, I don't see why not. Wait here. Well, bugger me. Thought we'd seen the last of you for a while. What brings you aboard? No rest for the wicked and all. We're just getting so many shipping requests that we've hardly put down another anchor since old Charlian. You know, there was a time I thought pirating was the whole world, that being the best of them all meant something. Going to Ilsebard made me see how small my world was compared to the real one. Standing next to the star's finest, I started to wonder what I had to brag about. Then the bloody executioners went and did me proud by bringing in a bigger goddamned hull of adamantite than anyone else in the realm. Between that and the new metalworks we've got going with the kobolds and Soggen looking to export their own wares, it sounds like the right time for the executioners to change our sails, so to speak. Which is all to say, if you've got wares for promoting, I'd be happy to show them off across the realm and beyond. Masterworks from Taru's boutique, guaranteed by the Warrior of Light herself. Almost seems a waste to wear them. Folk be lining up at the docks for these. Literally, seeing as Charlene's only accessible by sea, now if we got ourselves an exclusive shipping contract. I see the course clear as day. Now we just need Eminelane on board. He's right useless when there's work to be done, but talk's another matter. He still owes me one for keeping his sorry arse out of trouble. So I'll have him put me in touch with a few savvy salesman types on the continent. Tell Tataru I look forward to setting sail on this new tide of hers. May the winds of change guide us all right. It's me. How goes our little venture thus far? Oh, Sickert's eyeing the shipping routes, is he? All according to plan. But your work has only just begun. I'll keep my own contacts while you work on Auburn. I hear he's not often in the city, but I can't doubt that Mother Mion could sniff him out. Why, if it isn't illusion, struck with sudden craving for eel pie, were you? Or is it information you fancy? Oh yes, word of our seed seer's comings and goings never fails to reach my ears. I'm told that ever since he returned from his foray to Ilsebard, he's been roaming back and forth between our neighboring tribes, settlements, and the Lotus Stand. You'll miss him if you make for one of the or the other. Like as not, so I just you waylay him at the Blue Badger Gate. Curious. Might I ask why you're loitering at the gates, and with such an enormous sack? I admit you've piqued my interest. To integrate the tradition and ingenuity of guilds throughout Eorzea in such a fashion is no small feat. As it happens, I'm of the mind to do something similar myself, though I could not blame you should you doubt my understanding of such endeavors. Absent a special dispatch like that which this elder Seedseer ordered for Ilsebard, 'tis a vanishingly rare for one of my station to leave the shroud. You are doubtless aware that historically Gordania has placed the peace of the Twelve Wood in our covenant with the elementals above all else, often to the detriment of our relationship with other peoples. Yet much as we are one with the Shroud, are we also not part of the Star entire? Our ventures in Garlemald have made plain the strength of a world united. This attire you carry demonstrates much the same truth. But perhaps you assumed you would need to talk to me round to the idea. If so, I apologize for the disappointment. If it is any comfort, I'm nearly as surprised as myself. Or, as surprised myself. No longer am I content to hear the words of the elementals alone. I wish to know the voices of men. Though our time in Garlemald has shown me that my ability to listen is average at best. These horns may mark me as gifted in the Twelveswood, but beyond they inspire me neither fear nor awe. I have been mistaken several times for a Jayla, and may as well be one for all the difference my status as seeds here makes to those who want for succor. Yet 'twas the self-same insignificance that allowed me for the first time in my life to truly feel part of a greater whole. I am but one among myriads upon this star. I dare say I should behave accordingly. With luck, my elder sister shall agree. Tell Mistress Taru that her gift is accepted with gratitude and she ought to hear from us soon. Guess who? Did you speak with Arun yet? That sounds promising. I'm getting to understand what makes our seeds here friend tick. But we can discuss that later. You need to catch Pippin ere his duties take him from Ulda once more. I believe he spends much of his time at the Colosseum, so perhaps you should pay a visit to the Gold Court? I'll be waiting your full report at the boutique. So we're going to go be sent a little bit of everywhere, aren't we? That's not going to be a little bit annoying. Wait a minute. I thought there was... Son of a... yeah... Wait. No? I'm confused. I'm lost. Because that's not the Colosseum at all where that's pointing. They're called the Colosseum Usher. Why are they not at the goddamn Colosseum? Grrr. Hmm. I see. Marshal Terrapin is currently engaged in another meeting, but I shall tell him that he waits his convenience. My apologies for keeping you waiting. I did not expect you here this morning. Tara was offering quality material, is she? I can hardly say no to that. It fits almost too perfectly with my plans for the Flames. I have long striven for the mastery of the blade. I require the trails of Isambard, however, to truly see Tizana for what it is. And fire that warms the coldest night, the spark that ignites a blaze of hope, and most of all, an unbreakable testament to Father's faith in me. More ally than tool, it is a treasure beyond a price. Does every soldier of the Immortal Flames not deserve allies such as this? Arms and armor to remind them of what they fight to protect? To help them stand when they might otherwise fall? Indeed. Words made possible only through the ingenuity and dedication of allies across the star. Maybe just the sort of inspiring armaments we need. I anticipate that I will be sending along an order for custom equipment ere long. In the meantime, would you mind if I use these samples for a few trials here at the Coliseum? My thanks. We shall put them to use immediately. As a child of Ulda, however, naught strikes fear into my heart like the prospect of receiving valuable goods for free. I must insist you accept something in return. I have been meaning to gift that necklace to Taru. Its poor condition aside, she might rather have it than not. I have spoken to Taru at some length about our pasts. You understand, in many ways, we are quite similar. As you may recall, her family was bankrupted when she was very young, a consequence of her father's business failing. They are forced to put all their wealth toward paying off his debts, and then some. One asset they were reluctantly parted with was a necklace treasured by her mother, for which Tataru has long searched to no avail. Strangely enough, I recently discovered jewelry of the very same description amidst a store of neglected Colosseum prizes. Assuming it is the same piece, I should like to see it returned to her. It is significantly worse off for having changed hands, though, and only the sapphire centerpiece remains unlost and undamaged. She may appreciate the sentiment nevertheless, but it's difficult to say. What do you think? True enough, though it's to be a gift, I'd prefer to at least clean it up a bit. In that case, I had considered asking the Goldsmiths Guild, but you ought to be able to turn the necklace into a piece that Tataru would wear, if not precisely what she remembers. I imagine you will have the opportunity to pick up gems and other suitable material on your travels. From there, it is merely a matter of unifying the pieces. Are you willing? Then I'll have the sapphire removed from its setting and sent to the boutique with all haste. I doubt even Tataru would dare open a private package addressed to you. Best of luck in finding matching materials, and in your mercantile endeavors, of course. May the traders guide you to fortune fair. And back to old Charlian. You've returned, with your bag all the lighter for having given away our samples, I hope. Speaking of which, a parcel from one Pippin to Tarpin arrived not bells ago, addressed to you. Could it be that our newfound partnership are already bearing fruit? Her mother's necklace? Why, that's a wonderful idea. Please allow me to assist. I swear I won't breathe a word of this to Mistress Taru. I do wonder what parts you'll need. Do you know what style Mistress Taru prefers? If this necklace is to be a keepsake, why not focus on that? Apologies, I could not help but overhear. That's quite alright, but please do keep your voice down. What was it you were saying? It suddenly occurred to me that since you were gifted the sapphire so readily, our other partners in this endeavor may wish to offer up something for Mistress Taru as well. With such gifts, you could turn the necklace into a memento of not just her past and trials, but her present successes as well. That's perfect. If our plans for the boutique proceed apace, we should soon have more than enough tokens from friends from across the seas. What do you think? Well, were you waiting for little old me? Mr. Sataru, we were just discussing the successful delivery of the samples, yes? Good to hear. How fares Dare Peepin'? I knew he would come through, though I admit I wasn't expecting to outfit a whole host of Mortal Flames quite so soon. I suppose it goes to show that even the most hardened warrior can always learn a thing or two. And Sukkot and Navarun have changed as well, if your tales are any indication. I imagine their personal growth bodes well for that of our network. Thank you for checking up on them. We must sort through our current commissions before deciding what to approach next. But I know I can count on you to be ready when we are. Kind of a longer quest, but that was we need to finish the Shadow of Mach quest series, so I'll have to look that up. But till next time, have a wonderful rest of your evenings. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you at a live stream over on Twitch at the same channel name. Till then, good night.